Das Motto des heurigen Festivals ist Familie. Es hat sich durch die Jahrhunderte gezeigt, dass es immer wieder innerhalb einer Familie gleich mehrere große Begabungen auf dem Gebiet der Musik gibt. Und dem tragen wir heuer insofern Rechnung, als Familie in den verschiedensten Kombinationen sozusagen auftritt. Ein Schwesternpaar, Mutter mit Sohn, Vater, Söhne. Der Konzertabend mit Lang ist auf der einen Seite scheint eine Ausnahme zu sein von dem Motto Familie, auf der anderen Seite ist er in Wahrheit eine Erweiterung. Familie im erweiterten Sinn, nämlich insofern, als das alles Studentinnen und Studenten seiner Lang Foundation sind.
Clemens is absolutely my wonderful and dearest friend for many, many years. I met him when I was a teenager in New York, the backstage of Carnegie Hall. And then he supported my career so much from the very beginning. I still remember he invited me for the Schönbrunn concert in 2005. And then afterwards, we play every year. And I also became a very, very dear friend with his family, his sons, his daughters, and his wonderful wife, Sisi. And every time I come to Vienna, I come to their home. Sometimes I stay with them. I have my own room in their apartment. And also we always get out to eat some Chinese food and talk about music, talk about projects, talk about what should I learn, what we can do, and then he has been a great mentor in my career and in my life. And when he invited me to come to Andermatt, I was like, absolutely, that this is a beautiful place. I wanted to, to take some of my students. Let's do it together. Over the past decades, I see many great talents around the world, but there's not enough platforms for them to shine. And so that's why I wanted to build a foundation which we can help them financially, opportunity-wise, finding them great teachers, and finding them great concert like tonight.
I felt that classical music always provided something more than other genres, let's say like pop and rock did, in the fact that it could portray multiple emotions in one piece. So for instance, like in a pop song or something, it's usually like happy for the entire piece or like sad for the entire piece. But like in classical music, there's like a variety of different emotions that it goes through before reaching a final climax, which I think is so much more complex and a lot more deeply rooted than other forms of music, and that's why I love it. One of the most surprising things about Lang is he's an amazing performer, but his teaching skills are actually very acute because he gets directly to the point. So wherever your biggest mistakes or downfalls are, he'll point them out for you. And it's a lot better than, teachers who will, go around the point or try to say, this is very good, but there's like a little bit of stuff that needs to work. He just gets directly to the point and tells you what needs to be improved on.
Just so much imagination and creativity that when I'm just around him, he helps me just play in a more vivid way. As if just a human being, he's great. He's down to earth, and he's also inspiring at the same time, and does a lot of work to help spread, classical music to young people.
Around me family tonight, especially my friends, the other Lanlam scholars, and of course Lanlam himself. They are like family to me because we've grown so much together and taught each other so much as well.
I did start classical music when I was very young, and I had a keyboard in my house that I would just always play, and I was drawn to it, so I started taking lessons in multiple instruments, and eventually I just found that I really loved the sound of the piano the most.